Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Chow Time. I am Spike Spencer, cooking up your goodies and vittles for you. Today we're going to do something very, very simple. I say them a lot, don't I? Yes, I do. Why? Because cooking should be simple and tasty. And that's what we're going to do today. Today we're going to focus on celery. Actually, just celery. Now, I know you might be thinking, I should be very concerned about the financial problems in Borneo, but what I really want to know is what to do with all of my extra celery. Well, I'm going to tell you. So when you got extra celery, most people don't think of celery as being an actual side dish. Celery is usually used for dipping, being served alongside yummy, yummy chicken wings, which I got to tell you, I make some pretty good chicken wings, y'all. Just go out there. I've been to the Anchor Bar. I know how they go. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking celery and I'm going to make it into, this is more of a French preparation, simple butter sauté with some celery. And what I'm doing here is I'm taking a lot of the long strands out because we all know that celery has a lot of junk that gets gunked up in your teeth, and that is not fun. So I'm taking it out this way. I'm using a little knife here to pull all of these strands out if I can. All right, this is very simple. Now you don't have to use the knife if you don't want to. You can just use your fingers, or if you have children like I do, you can get them to do it because, they're kids. They need to keep busy. Idle hands, devil's workshop, all that stuff. You know the drill. All right, we're gonna get all this out here. I've got some butter that is warming up over here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that up a little bit. And I'm going to add to my butter a little bit of garlic. Go ahead and let that. This is not, I don't want it to like boil up or anything. I just want it to warm up enough. And then when I get the celery in there, we'll saute/steam it for a second. And it will be good to go. All right. There it is. So now, depending on your preparation, you could do all sorts of different things. You can chop them up real small. You can do diagonals. You can do all sorts of different things. I like to do, the way I learned it years ago, is simply a kind of, not batonettes or whatever, but long, skinny, not quite julienne, but a couple of chops in there. Let me get my big knife in here. So I'm going to cut them like this, and then chop, a couple there. And that's it. So I want them to be pieces like that. So it really just depends on whatever it is you are cooking, what you're going to pair it with. This could go with anything, mashed potatoes and any kind of meat, dish for a steak, or chicken, fish. It doesn't really matter. But you want them to be nice and thin so they cook quickly. You don't want them to be limp, noodle, bleh. And I have found that there are a lot of dishes, a lot of vegetables that don't get a lot of love. And celery is kind of one of those that you don't really think about it too much. It's always like, oh, I'm going to chop it up and it's going to be nice and crunchy. And yeah, but you can also make it velvety and succulent. It can be done. Okay, butter is starting to work its way through. Now you can hear the butter kind of sizzling a little bit. Can you? There you go. That is a good time to do it. You don't want to get it brown butter. We want to just pop this in. Okay. I want to saute it up. Get that butter and garlic all over it. Get the good stuff. Oh, yeah. And like I said, it's more of a French preparation. There's a couple different things you could do with this. You could add, you could add a little cream to it if you wanted to go that way. I'm going to add a little bit of beef stock to it. Just a little bit. Let's crank this up. I want to get it sauteing where it's working. This is not like stir frying in a wok. If you're familiar with stir frying in a wok, it's like super, super high heat. You throw it in there and just go, and it gets a really great texture. It's cooked through. It's really got that crunch. We want that here too, but not in the same way. We want to kind of slow cook it down. I'm actually going to steam it a little bit in just a sec here. Crank this up. I'm going to put a wee bit, a tiny little bit, and a little salt and pepper here. And as always, I tell you, I use white pepper. I really prefer white pepper. I'll use black pepper too. I really like that white pepper. And I will pop this on here and we'll do this for just a minute. And all that extra junk that I took off of the celery, you can throw that in your compost bin. You can give it to the goats. That's what I'm doing. I got some goats. I'm gonna give it to the goats because they're goats. And they like that sort of thing. And that's it. So in just a couple of minutes here, this is gonna be nice and done through. And you can serve it by itself, or like I said, with anything else. It doesn't matter. You do what you do, you boo-boo. You do what makes you feel good, okay? What makes you feel good about you. You do that. You do not need much at all here. You want to have a nice texture to it, and you can finish it off any way you want. And that's about enough right there, to be honest. There, you don't need much at all. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Let me take one here. Take one here. Hot, 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 hot. Hey, how, hey. There you go. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Done. Turn that off. I know. That's right. That's right. See, I don't want to get all the juicy juice stuff on there, so I would want to serve it with some collard. Dong. Here we go. Right in the middle there. Nice. Oh, look at the beautifulness, huh? Very simple. Like I said, you don't think about it, but celery has a really nice depth of flavor. Something I noticed in, I was in Italy. We honeymooned in Italy for 6 weeks, and we had caponata. I learned what caponata was, and I was like, wow, that's some really good stuff. And people made caponata differently depending on where they were. And it was amazing because in that caponata, you could taste the difference because sometimes they would have celery in there. Normally it would be more along the lines of ratatouille, so you'd have like squash and all the other stuff. Anyway, we'll get into that. But celery has a distinct depth of flavor, a very good umami, and there you go. There you have it, right there. That sauteed celery. Very simple, elegant, full of flavor. I'm telling you right now. There you go. You're wondering what to do with your celery? Now you know. All right then. Okay, guys. Well, that is it for chow time for sauteed celery. Quick, easy, tasty. Go make you some today, and I'll see you next time. I'm Spike Spencer. Adios, muchacho.